Alright, you guys, we are back at Poorhouse Farm Park. Sam's getting Leo out. He's gonna run around. Not a lot of people out today, which is great. There's a little park down there that we're gonna walk down and let Leo check out. But we've got the open differential in the truck. And actually, I don't even have it on yet. I'm gonna power it on. Car. You gonna sit on it again? Scratched his nose somehow. Poor Bubba. Like your dinosaur shirt.
Yeah, let's go get it.
All right, so still tumbles. That might just be kind of a characteristic too. Look at you. You're gonna fall, dude. Don't get your fingers tucked. I think really any car, you take a hard left or right turn in the grass, you're gonna tumble. Yeah, see, I was curious about that. The only downside too is like, this ain't no monster truck, so it flips over. You're gonna have to go get it. Yeah, definitely still, puts the power down just fine. I was worried a little bit about like one wheel spinning. So it's wanting to go to the left a little bit. Just adjust the trim. Let's go to the park, Bubba. Oh, nice. Got some dirt over here. Better than the grass. Oh, still flipped it. Dang. I just need to be a better driver. She said, All right. I have to be careful with that because I don't want to fling stuff up and hit Leo in the face. What's up, Bubba?
Come on, baby, let's go to the park.
Let's go. Let's go to the park section. I just saw this dirt and was like, ooh. Come on, Leo. Come on. Look. Oh, look, they have a volleyball with sand. The net's torn, but... Oh, the sand. Yeah, I'm not going to take the truck over there either. I think actually all of this is like soft. Oh yeah, this is soft. That's great. That's good they do that for the kids.
Yeah, they have to rubber, because when I was looking at the instructions for the thing we put together, it's like you need at least 3 feet of...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hi, baby. I love it. It's spongy.
Yeah, it's nice.
Ball. Trash already?
We got dirt, trash. What is that? Ball. Do these spin? I don't think so. Nope.
That would have been nice.
Oh, then they couldn't climb on it. Dude, this is like big enough for adults to climb on.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm about to put the truck away and play on the playground.
Baby, come on, let's go down the slide. I'm gonna need you down at the bottom.
All right, hang on. All right, so we want to get a bit of a range test here. See if we can go all the way down around that hill, standing up here. Sorry about the wind noise. Yep. And I'll turn it around. Full throttle all the way back. Thing's pretty sick. Pretty sick. All right, we're gonna take it over to the dirt. Now I gotta get it. So I'm finding that it's still tumbles, so you have to drive it with some sense. And not a huge difference so far between locked and unlocked differential. I'm sure it's probably a little bit better for not rolling over. And it may actually be a little slower too, because both rear wheels aren't pushing together. Like all this here, it's exactly what it's gonna love. Look at that. Oh yeah. We will not kick up rocks by people's cars, but here. I know you guys are seeing this hill here, like jump that hill. That's all gravel. And this thing is not a jumper. Oh, that was actually nice. Just doing a little one here. Did you see that? Oh! Oh! Dang. let's check on the car. See if there's any damage. Obviously it's driving fine, but all those rocks, all that dust, that was crazy. Now the truck's gonna be hot, so I have to be careful of the drive line and all that. But let's see. That looks good. From a shock perspective, tons of rocks and such, but looks like we've got just a little bit of leakage here, but maybe a little bit for the shocks as well, both of them. All right, that'll wrap it up for this video, you guys. We'll take it home. We'll do a little more in depth of, if anything's broken. Obviously everything's good. Just a little bit of leakage from the shock or both shocks and differential. They do make, of course, better shock ends and metal differential if we wanted to upgrade to that to prevent some of that leakage. But overall, man, this thing's nice. The open differential, not sure how much it helped with like the gravel and the dirt area, because even with the solid axle, that thing's going to slide around and spin. So worthy, is the upgrade worth it, or modification worth it? Yeah, I mean, it's nice to try. It's not too hard to install. As you guys saw from the video, pretty easy. And you can swap it out for the solid rear axle, whenever. So pretty sweet. Let me know what upgrades you guys think we should do to this. I'm thinking metal differential housing. You can see on the top here, down in there, it's kind of wanting to open up a little bit. So a metal one will keep that sealed pretty nicely. I think that for sure will be an upgrade. But other than that, let me know what else you guys think we should do. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I know Leo loved watching the truck drive and checking out the part. But we'll see you guys in the next video. All right, take care. All right, you guys, of course. Let's show this part of the video so they know that we're always honest and ethical. So we've got a little bit of a ringing, and I think it's got something to do with, of course, that's gonna be hot, so I'm not gonna touch it, but this is kind of vibrating around. And then what made me check that was, if you listen here, that is teeth, I think, in the rear differential. So the reason I say that, because it's fine right now, driving slow, but as soon as you give it power, I think that plastic is flexing and those teeth might be slipping. You guys hear that? So probably gonna need some new gears for the rear. Of course, jumping it over a gravel hill like that, definitely somewhat abusive, but in my opinion, nothing too crazy, and definitely something we want to, look into as far as probably swapping out those gears. And it's definitely not a basher. I mean, everyone knows that when you buy one of these. I knew that going in, but it's still nice to see kind of what the limitations are. So we'll get this opened up, take a look. Leo's not happy that we're leaving. All right, we got the truck home. We're getting ready to start working on it. Nice thing about this little setup, I know it's a small garage, it's one car, whatever, but got all the tools over there. Got a secondary workbench over here if I need it. Right now, luggage and shoes and things like that. But I typically charge the batteries over here on this outlet, but before I put this rack system over here, I put an outlet over here just in case I would ever need one. And there you go. Perfect reason. I can put these batteries back into storage mode while I'm working on the truck. Haven't started working on the truck yet, but you guys get the point. Only thing I didn't know I was gonna do was have the workbench here with the cabinets. I absolutely would have done the same thing and put an outlet over here. The only challenge with that though is I put plywood up as the walls so I can screw things anywhere I want to. It's like 23, 30-second plywood. And there's drywall behind that. And I didn't take the drywall down. I just put the plywood on top of it because you'll never know, right? And I would have put an outlet there, but the drywall would have made it a little bit more difficult, but you just have to fish wires and all that, which, yeah, it's fine. It's all good. But yeah, anyways, let me go ahead and start working on this. So just a couple things to note right away. Again, you've got a little bit of grease here, and this part, open up. You may not have to make this whole thing metal, but I think this case here, if you had this aluminum, that would keep that shut. Because what ended up happening was this started to split because you've got a screw going into plastic, right? That's the only thing holding that together. A lot of power running through here. If I move this drive shaft, you can see that input gear is moving around quite a bit. That tells me either the teeth got worn down or this bearing got worn down, or both. See how, I'm gonna get this thing to focus. There we go. Switch cameras here. That's got a lot of side-to-side movement. So, start opening this up. All right, so something I want to point out whenever you're taking things apart and you're like, man, that looks all right. You know, teeth aren't chipped or whatever. You want to look very, very closely at the oil and the grease inside. As you're moving around, like look inside this housing right down in here. As I move that around, you can see what looks like a bunch of little tiny metallic flakes. And that tells you that the gears are stripping. So just looking at the gears like this, it doesn't really look like there's anything wrong, but you gotta really look and it'll tell you if you're stripping gears or not. So the fix, I'm going to, while I'm in here, probably go back to a solid axle. I think just driving it authentic, the way that it was meant to be driven, is going to be better. That's one, because I've got that gear. It's actually over here. The locked differential there. I'm getting a delivery. All this on this side looks good. I think these are called planetary gears. That's going to remain solid. The bearing is actually perfect. I had assumed it wasn't good, but that's fine. Here's the gear that we need to replace. It's just whenever it's in the car and it's under power, and that's a the plastic housing, that's going to separate. By that separating, that creates just enough room for that, we'll call it an input gear, to start to strip. So we're going to get that replaced. We're going to put the locked rear back in there, and then we'll put everything back together. So for sure, upgrade, going to aluminum on that piece there. All right, thanks again. I'm rambling. See you on the next one. Take care.